Yo, what's up trainers? Welcome back to a new video, and in today's video I'm gonna be showcasing you one of the spiciest picks I've been showing lately on my channel, which is going to be my level 51 Hitmontop for the Open Ultra League. Or for the Ultra League in general. Here's some nice Shindo Gyarados, which I got as well. But without further ado, let's hop into this first match. And I paired it up with a Trevenant as a safe swap, basically to lure out any flyer, so that my Hitmontop doesn't have to see it. And a Gyarados on the lead, so I have something that does well against whatever, like a Giratina or maybe a Charizard as well, or the Cresselia, as you can see on the lead right now. And here my opponent is going for Grass Knots all the way. And in this matchup, we are actually able to win it unless they go for a Moonblast, but they are not going to throw a Moonblast. As you can see, they're just going to go for another Grass Knot, which is fine because we can take the second one and we will reach a third or a second Crunch. We even got the debuff, so that's going to mean that, well, so either way, even if it didn't get debuff, that this will KO. Got a little hiccup there. KO, but they're deciding to shield, and now they get the farm down and they leave with a lot of energy. So yeah, that's kind of like a unfortunate thing, but we get a nice farm down on our Trevenant. So that's going to help us in, hopefully whatever is going to be in the back to hit it with a Shadow Ball or a Seed Bomb. And now they got a very good counter against my Trevenant in the Lowland Muck, and now they're gonna come in with the Swampert. So alignment was kind of like crucial in this matchup, but I don't think with the Cresselia on the lead you kind of like can guess what their backline can be, because it can be kind of like everything. With the Giratina, for example, you can see it a lot of times paired, or with a Registeel or whatsoever. So yeah, they have the alignment for them, so that's kind of like a good thing. But we got the Hitmontop, and now let's see how well can it do. We have to over farm here because the close combat is going to debuff our defense to stages, which is kind of like a tough thing. And now because we've thrown 2 already, it's already like 4 times debuffed, and that's going to mean that this is probably going to be taking us out. But who knows better? It's not. Look at that. We are 4 stages debuffed, and a resistant Dark Pulse doesn't even take us out. So yeah, that's kind of like something you have to keep in mind. Knowledge is everything, trainers. Because if you know your IVs, if you know how hard the move is going to hit, how hard you are gonna hit your move, whatever. Those are the details that can win you those matchups. And here, as you can see, we will almost reach a third or a Seed Bomb, but they are not going to allow us. And now, can we win? We only need 1 or 2. I think we need 2 more counters to get the KO, and we get the KO before they reach another move. So that's going to be a GG's. Very well played to my opponent. Next game, we got another pain Pokemon to see, because you don't want to face off against a fairy type when you're using Dragon Breath and also have Crunch. So yeah, we can only go for the Aqua Tail, and as you can see, we're only at the first Aqua Tail, and we're already in like 60% HP done just by tapping with the Charm, which is always so annoying because it's a strong fast move, and yeah, there's not a lot you can do unless you resist it. So we go for another Aqua Tail. They actually shield up, which is kind of like big for us, because now again, hopefully we can get a nice farm down with the Trevenant, and hopefully this also means that whatever is going to be in the back here, I'm going to shield up potential Flamethrower, but that whatever is going to be in the back, my Hitmontop can handle because the Charmer is gone. So, yeah, kind of like getting the farm down. They're going to go for another move. This can be the Flamethrower because they just thrown, and they get the boost, which is annoying because now it does those 2 charms did way more than it would have done otherwise. And now they come in with, I think, a Fire Spin of Charizard, which is also kind of like annoying because Fire Spin does more damage. But we land the Shadow Ball, which is huge, and we get to another Seed Bomb, which is also nice because this is going to be almost taken out, even though it's going to be double resisted. As you can see, it's not going to be enough. And now, can we get the farm down? Yes, we can. So that's nice. And now whatever's going to be in the back, mid-champ. Okay, so now we have to farm up to the back-to-back close combat, because that will be enough to KO. But we also need to be very thoughtful about the fact that we cannot take or should we should not get into CMP, because I'm not too sure, as this is one of my first matches with this Pokemon, where in which matchup I win CMP. I already know that I don't win it from, for example, Charizard, which has a very high attack set, of course, but I also have like a XL what's it called, Toxicroak, which is kind of like a spice pick as well, and that Toxicroak has a really high attack set, and it even actually wins CMP from the Charizard, which is kind of like a good thing and also really nice. So yeah, in this matchup, it's very dominant matchup for us, even though we do have to throw at some point, because 3 Hydro Cannons will take us out, even though it's going to be resisted. So the Water Flying gets the Water Ground type. Yeah, Swampert can actually put in so much work, which is always, yeah, it doesn't feel right, even though yeah, it's a Swampert, right? The Shadow Swampert especially, it does a lot of damage. But as you can see, we go for the crunch, and after this crunch we can farm them all the way down and leave with a nice amount of energy. And we also have the Switch advantage. So yeah, gonna be nice. Can we get the farm now? Yes, we can. And here, what are they gonna decide to bring in? They actually have a Pangoro, which is kind of like a spicy pick by my opponent as well. But we got a spicy and a very good answer in the back for it. So we're gonna go for an Aqua Tail, as you can see, and we reach another one. So now they either have to give up their final shield, or we get another Pokemon with our first Pokemon of Gyarados, and they decide to shield. So yeah, now we're gonna come in with the Hitmontop. Here I'm deciding to shield. Looking back at it, I shouldn't have shielded, because either way, if they were gonna go for a close combat, you're gonna see one move be taken on by Hitmontop, where it's gonna showcase how bulky it is in the Open Ultra, and that really surprised me, and that's actually going to be in this game. So yeah, tighten up your seatbelt, because you're gonna be surprised, probably as much as I was surprised when I first saw this. So yeah, here they're gonna go for a Moonblast. It's gonna do like 50% of our HP. And here I could have gone for the bait, but I was like, nah, I think I can either, I can still win this if I go for a Seed Bomb after this. It doesn't land, unfortunately. They shield up, which is a good shield by my opponent, and here I had to go for the Seed Bomb, because otherwise they would have gotten to the Moonblast, and yeah, we would have not gotten this chip damage. So as you can see on the CMP tie, they go for the Moonblast, and now what can Hitmontop put in the work? We're gonna go for the Stone Edge. Is this going to be enough to KO? Now let's see. Can we get the KO with the Hitmontop against the Cresselia? No, we cannot. And this is going to be unfortunate, because they reached the Moonblast. And yeah, I'm not too sure if we can take those. I've never seen it. And we can look at that. We can easily tank one Moonblast. That's so nice to know. Good information. Keep that in mind. And yeah, that's a GG. Very nice play. So here we got a Farisian on the lead, which is kind of like a pain for my Gyarados, because all the moves I got are resisted, which is really annoying. Only the Dragon Breath is going to add up, and they're gonna throw immediately, meaning that they don't have the Stone Edge, which yeah, is not really too good or whatsoever. Here I'm kind of like safe swapping. I played this game so bad, looking back at it, because I was trying to catch, but looking back at it, they weren't at the move just yet. They swap in. They're actually deciding to shield here, which is fine, because I don't really need to shield here as well, because I can take a crunch and still reach a Shadow Ball. And I was hoping that I maybe could have gotten to a that I would get a nice farm down, and then whatever is going to be in the back, because this is their best answer to a to my Trevenant, would be also weak against the Hitmontop. So yeah, that's kind of like people, if they have something, they're gonna swap back in. They sometimes are weak to the same type or same weakness in the back, such as they have Steelix, weak to fighting. Odds are they might have something in the back which is weak to fighting as well. So now let's see. Unfortunately, we don't get the farm down, which is really unfortunate, because now I do have to shield here, because I don't want to get too low on HP. They're gonna come back in with the Farisian, and here they're gonna throw immediately, which is also annoying, because we are debuffed 2 stages, and now we have to shield. And now what they're gonna do, they actually had something weak in the back against fighting. Yeah, you just can read team compositions. I've said this many times before. just logically thinking, you can see that they are gonna come in with the Steelix. Most of the time, where Steelix or normal type, whatever is going to be in the back, is also weak to fighting, or this has the same weakness as their safe swap. So yeah, it's kind of like the ABB style, of course. But yeah, those are the things that you should always keep in mind. Here we get the farm down, but unfortunately they play it well because they weren't tapping, I think. Just so that they would have gotten an extra leaf blade or extra double kick in, so they would have more energy in this matchup. They go for a leaf blade, and here I should get to the double close combat, but I'm gonna get to it at their move because they're at it right now. Yeah, unfortunately we're not gonna get this win, and they are gonna go with the win. But yeah, Viridian is kind of like a difficult Pokemon for my team. Maybe I should have played this a bit differently, and then we would have gotten the win, because they should have safe swapped into their safe swap of Steelix, so that they would lure out maybe my Hitmontop. And here my opponent is gonna safe swap into their Walrein, and this is where my Hitmontop can shine. And look at this, this is going to be so nice, because we can take Ice Cold Spears for days, and they even go for an Earthquake, which we can take as well, because now we are so low that I'm just gonna go for double close combat. They have to shield 1, and if they want to preserve the shield or switch advantage, they have to shield twice, which they know better. They're like, nah, we cannot shield here. I'm gonna go here straight away for the close combat, because both of my moves will be resisted against the Nidoqueen, and now so they will get less farm, because I will debuff myself, my defense. So yeah, that's going to be the best play. Just throw straight away, so yeah, they won't get too much farm or more farm. Here they're gonna go for a Poison Fang. It's going to be fine. We can go for an Aqua Tail if we can reach, which we can. They're not swapping out. So yeah, this is going to either get the KO or the final shield, or the first shield I should say. And we get the shield, which is fine. And again, I don't think I need to shield here. I'm not too sure. No, I'm not gonna shield here, because I think I can still reach another move. And I'm gonna swap actually, because I don't want to get hit by another Poison Fang, or Poison Jab. And as you can see, they had the Charizard in the back, so maybe I should have swapped out earlier, but they swapped, so we reacted. And now we have to see and kind of like hopefully play this game out. I know I can reach 2 Shadow Balls before I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball. And now I'm gonna use my last shield and go for my second Shadow Ball, and hopefully I can outpace to my Aqua Tail, because I'm really close to it. Here, as you can see, we're gonna get to the Shadow Ball, and maybe I should have waited a bit longer, but I don't want to lose CMP, of course, against the Charizard. But now they do get a nice amount of farm, which is unfortunate, but they throw, and that's going to be a very big misplay by my opponent, because if they would have just gotten for the farm down and then the move, of course they would have won this game. But yeah, we get those. This is going to be nice. Early rankings, blah blah, all that kind of nonsense, and we get the win. We get the farm down. We get to the move and take them out. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Maybe you feel it and you see it. I'm not too excited at the moment, because lately I'm not enjoying the game too much. Don't know why, to be honest, but I will get enthusiastic more in the future, of course, because it's still a game I like to play. Without further ado, I'm gonna try to upload more content this week, hopefully to make you trainers get the nice content you want to see. And without further ado, see you trainers in the next video, and peace.